Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Ranjit Manak.
Okay, and where and when were you born?
I was born in Nanaimo, BC, April 4th, 1940.
Okay, okay. And are you also a first generation Canadian?
Yeah, I'm a third generation.
Third generation?
Yeah.
Okay, so your parents were born here?
No. My dad was born in India.
Okay,
He came here when he was about 8 years old,
okay.
1921.
921, okay.
He went to school in Vancouver. He went there till about grade 8, and then he quit school.
Okay.
Started working in a mill.
Grandpa came
Then-
1906.
My grandfather came in 1906.
1906,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Can you tell us something more about your family's immigration story, whatever you remember? Like, where were they from India and
Oh,
when
my dad's, they're from Bunga,
Bunga, okay,
India.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Even my grandfather, they worked in sawmills. When they all came here, most of them all worked in sawmills.
okay, here on the island or in
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
New Westminster.
New Westminster?
That's where they worked, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And then they worked, then during the Depression, then they came to the island,
in the 1930s?
30s, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. And then my dad worked at Satlam. There's a mill that used to be at Satlam with Hillcrest. It's about 6, 7 miles from here.
okay,
It didn't work too long. Then he started his own business. He had a logging truck.
okay,
He had
very
a truck,
nice.
he had a logging truck for a few years. Then eventually he had a sawmill. And he had that.
And where was that sawmill?
Right at Satlam too.
Satlam.
Yeah. That helped, yeah. So it's about 5, 6 miles, about 4 miles from here.
Okay,
Hillcrest, is it?
Hmm?
Hillcrest?
Hillcrest, yeah.
Hillcrest,
Well,
okay.
it's Satlam, it's a district called
Oh,
Hillcrest.
I see,
yeah.
okay.
okay.
Hillcrest is the name of the sawmill.
Okay.
Then he had that for a while, then eventually that shut down. And eventually, after 10, 15 years, he went to the interior. I went with them.
You went with them,
Yeah,
okay,
worked there 5 years. Yeah.
okay. And
Where?
And they shut down. I came back here.
here
Yeah.
means to Nanaimo?
Pardon?
To Nanaimo? You came back to Nanaimo?
No, to Duncan.
Duncan,
We,
okay.
we never. I was born, but I lived in Duncan all my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it, growing up in Duncan as a Punjabi of Punjabi
I'm
descent?
good. That time was different. I got along with everybody. All my friends were Chinese or white people. I hardly know any up in there. There's
Okay.
very few family in Duncan, but see four or five families.
Yeah.
But we all got along. Everybody got along. When I was going to school, no problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like when you were growing up, at that time, did people used to celebrate Indian festivals?
Oh yeah, like I said, same thing. Pauli had drawn the levy.
Pauli.
We used to go there, celebrate. Go there, yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
celebrate festivals like what?
Christmas ਦਾ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
Oh, we have Christmas, yes.
Christmas.
Yeah.
They came later on. Must be. We didn't. My mom and dad did something for Christmas later on. When we started going to school, when other kids were having Christmas, that's when we started celebrating
Yeah,
Christmas.
see that? Yeah.
But before that, they did celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
Because when the kids started going to school.
yeah.
they-
Because
they
other
did
kids were
celebrate.
doing Christmas
Yeah.
celebrating, and that's when we started
Yeah.
celebrating.
Okay. So Christmas, Diwali, and Jod Mela.
We didn't have Diwali.
No Diwali, sorry, Vaisakhi.
No. Just Vaisakhi. Vaisakhi.
Yes.
Yeah, Vaisakhi.
Just Vaisakhi.
Okay. So 3 festivals were
That's
the
right.
main ones that were celebrated at that
And
time.
Victoria. Then we used to go to Vancouver too. They used to celebrate.
Babara Jod Mela.
There, May. I don't know what
Yeah,
that
yeah.
what kind of celebration that was.
ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ?
Babara Jod Mela.
Yeah.
That was in May.
May. That's right. That's right.
What's the name of that festival?
Pardon?
What was the name of that
I don't
festival?
know.
Babara Jod Mela was in Vancouver.
Babbar. Oh,
Pardon me?
can you tell us the name again? I didn't get that.
ਬੱਬਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੋੜ ਮੇਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਣੇ
Babra.
ਯਾ
ਅੱਛਾ ਬੱਬਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੋੜ ਮੇਲਾ।
ਬੱਬਰ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਉਸੇ
I didn't know what the name was.
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਨੰਬਰ 5 ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ
Nee.
Number two,
Toll
Second
Pass.
Avenue.
Toll Pass.
ਟੋਪੈਸ ਤਾਂ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ ਚ ਹੈਗਾ।
ਨੋ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ
The one at Vancouver.
ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ
Just
Second
a-
Avenue.
Okay, Vaisakhi, Victoria.
Yeah.
Babara Jod Mela, Vancouver.
ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਤੇ
Second Avenue.
Second Avenue.
ਓਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਹੈਗਾ
ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਚੇਂਜ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਟੁੱਪੇ ਘਟਾ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
ਵੱਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਖਾਲਸਾ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ।
ਰॉ स्ट्रीट ਤੇ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਉਹ।
Raw Street,
yeah,
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
yeah, ਉਹਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਓਕੇ
What street?
ਰॉस ROSS
Oh, that's right.
yeah
ਹੁਣ ਜਾਈਦਾ ਨੇ ਚੇਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ
ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਹੁੰਦਾ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਨਹੀਂ,
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, Ross Street.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸੋ ਓਕੇ ਸੋ ਇਦਾਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਪਲਦੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਟੈਲ ਅਸ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਮੋਰ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਪਲਦੀ
Not too much. We used to go there to celebrate, and I was young. I was like 10, 11 years.
We used to go to Paldi a lot.
I used to go there. We used to celebrate.
Yeah.
You had good food. The one who probably always had good food. You know, I enjoyed the food. And
ਮਾਮਾ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ
one thing I can remember, Mr. Mayles, he always used to sit on a bench by the cookhouse. The suit, nice suit, tie.
Yeah.
Same bench every year.
Yeah.
Always just sat on the bench. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I can remember. Yeah.
so do you have any other recollections of Mr. Mayo or your
I
interactions
don't-
with him
No. I just remember he used to sit on the bench outside in the cookhouse
ਉਹਦਾ
with
ਸਾਥ
his suit and tie. Yeah. I knew his kids, boys, but because I didn't live in Paulie, because I always lived in Duncan. So, yeah.
okay
Yeah.
okay anything else that you want to share about
That's about it. I get,
growing up over here and the Punjabi community in general in the Duncan, Paldi and Cowichan Valley region?
Pardon?
I think anything else that you want to share about say any stories or experiences or
like I
any
said,
recollections you have?
Like my aunt said, we used to go to Victoria and
Yeah.
celebrate there at Basaki and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was different in those days. It was like
ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੀ
more family like in those days.
Yeah, yeah.
It-
Everybody used to
ਮਨੀ
get
ਦਾ
together.
ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕੋਈ
Yeah.
ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦੇ
I think it was more friendly in those
Yeah.
days.
No, it was lot. Everybody was more friendly.
Yeah, it seems like to me. Yeah.
just like family.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy going to temples in those days, but now I don't care for it.
Here's a temple in the river.
What's that?
ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ river ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ peace of
ਹਾਂ।
mind
Yeah, I go to the river, but the river
river.
flowing, that's
Yes,
where
yes,
I go.
yes. Nee, nee.
That's my peace of mind.
Yeah, that's also very nice. And how was the social life at that time? The social life of the Punjabi community? Did they used to get together and
Oh, when I lived in Bad, we used to have people used to come in over to visit my mom and dad. Yeah. Mom used to do the cooking. Yeah.
Okay.
We used to get. My dad had friends. When there was a celebration party, people used to from bank come over. Then they sometimes stay at my dad's place for a couple of days.
In Duncan.
Duncan, yeah.
Duncan was different with our East Indian people. They seemed to get along better. Victoria was hard.
Yeah.
Victoria, for the longest time, they didn't care for the East Indian people.
Yeah.
But Duncan was a different place.
Yeah.
Yeah. You seemed to associate with everybody.
ਡੈਡ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੀ ਆ ਡੈਡ ਲਈ ਤਾਂ ਔਖਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ
No. Dad said he had no problem going to school here.
No, he was okay.
Yeah, he was okay. Dad had no problem.
No.
I mean, with school. He says he got along with kids.
Yeah. Once we came to Duncan, we had no problem either.
Yeah.
But Victoria was a little bit different.
Victoria is different. Okay. So Duncan is the so Duncan is the main city that you have lived in.
That's right. You always live in Duncan. Yeah.
Okay. Your entire life.
Yes.
Along with some of the places that you stayed in the
Except
interior.
5 years.
5 years, yeah.
With my dad up in the interior. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it
And-
5? Yeah. Was it 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
ਫਿਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਡੈਡ
1960 till about 65.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
ਜਦ ਡੈਡ ਦਾ ਐਕਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਦ ਹੀ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਈ
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay. And can you tell us that like according to you in your according to your viewpoint, which are the most important places of significance in this region? Like Paldi Gurdwara is one of them.
Yeah, and like
So apart from that,
Victoria and Vancouver.
Victoria, Vancouver.
Yeah. And we used to go to another something used to go Sachi Lake.
Yeah, Versace.
They celebrate Independence Day. I forgot about that. That's right.
Which Independence Day? Indian Independence
Yeah.
Day?
Indian Independence Day.
Okay, 15th August.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
celebrated in August.
Okay, can you tell us something more about that? What used to happen? How many people?
Oh, just to celebrate this three-day festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
ਸੀ
So-
ਭੁੱਲ
Yeah.
ਗਏ
That's
Masa-
right.
Masachi Lake.
Independence Day.
So how did you used to celebrate it?
Oh,
Like-
just read the Bible and then eat. That's
ਫਲੈਗ ਚੜਦੇ ਸੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ
Just like Khandapart.
just like
Akhand
Kandapur.
Path.
Same thing.
ਫਲੈਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ
They raise the flag.
Oh, you raised the flag
Indian
also.
flag. That's right.
Okay. And what year was this?
Oh, when independent, August?
No, I mean to say like
August,
which time period are we talking
Year.
about? Which year?
Oh, they,
It is
we used to go there, when was Miss actually, like in
No.
50s?
50s.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
1950s.
think so, in the 50s.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, 52, 53,
Yeah,
or somewhere around there.
because when we moved from Victoria,
Yeah,
to the-
yeah.
that's what I remember going
Yeah,
to Paul,
yeah,
the Versace Lake.
Then that mill shut down,
Yeah,
then the temple was gone
yeah,
for a few years. Then they built the one in Lake Cauchin.
yeah, that's right. They brought the same Gurdwara here
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Lake
but they
Cauchin.
built the one in Lake Cauchin, built
Yeah,
a new one,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
so that's what they did.
And they used to celebrate independence in Lake Cauchin too.
Who?
In Lake Cauchin, same thing, Independence Day.
Yeah, ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ
Oh,
ਸੀ
that's right,
They did, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ
Only because politics got involved.
That's okay.
Gee, as you get older, you forget.
Yeah. Okay, and did you keep on visiting India as well?
Yes,
Or
I
have you
went-
ever visited India?
I went there and got married in 1871.
Okay.
Nine.
Yeah, 71.
Yeah, no, my husband.
Yeah, yeah, I went there in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was that the first time that you ever went to
First
India?
one, first
Yeah.
time for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
We got married in February. Yeah.
Okay. So anything else that you want to share about, I mean, in general, how the Punjabi community has been over here, in the Duncan and Lake Cowichan area? And
We all got along good. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them, we all got along. There's not all family don't get along, but most of me all get along. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Well, thank you so much for
Okay.
being a part of this
Okay.
project and sharing your personal story.
ਮੇਰੀ ਪਿਕਚਰ ਹੁਣ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਲਵਾ
Okay. Interview the baat le
ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ
ਹੁਣ
ਮੈਂ
ਤਾਂ ਕੋਲ
ਕੀ
ਹੈ।
ਕਰਦਾ